Greatness demands sacrifice, they say. I just got back from watching him. Very interesting film. Let's get into it.
Welcome to the Asia Esterak Hour, where film meets conspiracy and pop culture gets a reality check. From sharp recaps to sci-fi theories and media deep dives, Asia Esterak serves it unfiltered. Let the binge begin.
All right, welcome back to the Asia Esterak Hour. I'm Asia Esterak. Okay, so this afternoon I decided to go see the movie Him. It is written by Justin Tipping. He also directed the film. Also co-written by Skip Bronke and Zachary Ackers. Um, Stars Marlon Wayans, Tyreek Withers, I believe is his name. He's the main character. He was great. Julia Fox. Interesting film. I want to start off by saying this. This is not a movie about football. This is not a football movie. This is a movie about being great at what you do and the sacrifices you would take to get to said greatness. That's what this movie's about. This movie is about going beyond your comfort zone, going beyond your morals, and what would you do to be on top. Um I guess there are some spoilers. I do encourage you to watch the movie. I didn't love the movie. I didn't hate the movie, but I thought it was a very interesting film. Definitely a psychological thriller for sure. And I would even go so far as to consider this movie a bit of a slow burn because there's a build up. Now, personally, I felt like the build up to the payoff at the end, I felt like the payoff wasn't enough satisfaction for me personally as an audience member, but I did enjoy it. I also found the payoff to be unrealistic. Most people would sell their souls. I'm just saying. The movie stylishly was filmed beautifully, styled really well. Somebody that I used to work with styled the movie. So shout out to Dominique Dawson. You did a great job, and I loved her cameo in it. Um, the film had really good performances though. Marlon Wayans was very great, very creepy, very intimidating. It's funny how comedians are hilarious, but they really do flirt between hilarity and darkness. Like it tinkers on the line of light and dark for real. This movie is dark. It's a very dark film. Marlon Wayans' character, Isaiah White, very dark. So Isaiah White is like this huge, big somebody. He's a big quarterback and he's older and he ends up hurting himself really bad. So the whole thing is he may be passing the torch to a new quarterback for his football team that he plays for, the Saviors, right? So Tariq Withers, which is the star of the movie, we learn from the opening that his family eat, breathe, and live football, especially his father. And because the whole thing is, I am him, I am he, I'm the best, I'm the greatest, all that stuff. To me, this movie was definitely an allegory for how greed comes into passion, comes into your dreams. Um, definitely a definitely puts a spotlight on the owners and how they pick these players. It's all very creepy. I mean, the football draft alone gives me slave energy. And not just for the black people. I'm talking all the colors. The whole thing is very creepy. It's like these are humans that we're picking, but okay. Um One thing I noticed in the film is it seemed like the football players were treated like livestock. I noticed that a lot in the film. The constant tending to the body, which would make sense, but the level that they do it, really creepy. The movie the movie really is a slow burn. It's a slow psychological burn. And the tagline in the film is greatness demands sacrifice. And that's pretty much what this whole movie is. So Tariq Withers' character, the main guy in the movie, I cannot remember his name now to save my life, but he ends up having to spend 5 days with Marlon Wayans' character, Isaiah White, at his home. He actually gets attacked before going. They never elaborate on that till the end. I didn't care for the Scooby Doo reveal of that situation, but we gonna roll with it. Um, but what I did enjoy about the film, I did like the theme. I did like the story, and I did enjoy the two main performances. I could have done without Julia Fox. I found her very irritating. Um, The movie definitely had a bit of folly to it as far as, I guess, I'm assuming this is all commentary on the way these owners behave, the way they treat the players, and just the things that you're going to take to get to the next level of any field that you're in. Especially entertainment. And we now know the way Hollywood and all the sports entertainment world, sports entertainment, it's all entertainment. It's all under the same umbrella. Um Overall, I would give it a B minus. And the reason I give it a B minus is because this movie was promoted. First of all, they promoted the movie like Jordan Peele wrote it. He didn't write this movie, he produced it. Secondly, the movie is very football oriented, obviously, but if I was a football fan, I would have been upset because they never actually play football in the movie. You see them practice football, you see clips of football, and that's very few and far between. The movie is psychological. The whole movie is is resting on the psyche of Marlon Wayans and the reaction to Tariq Withers' character. And I cannot remember his name right now. But I don't know Justin Tipping. I don't know any of his work. I looked him up. I don't know any of his work. If this is his first major feature film, not bad. The movie, it's a psychological thriller, and psychological thrillers tend to be a little bit slower because they're building up to something. I felt that the build up and the payoff were not matched, but I did still enjoy the movie. I like the idea and the story behind it. Marlon Wayans was fantastic. Tariq Withers was fantastic. Again, I would give this movie a B minus. But and I will say this, the music was off the chain. Whoever was the music supervisor, you did an amazing job. The music was done really well. The movie aesthetically was very pleasing, filmed well, great shots. Um for me personally, I could have used an even bigger payoff just for me. But overall, B minus, not a bad film. Um, I like anything psychological, thriller, horror like that. Interesting film though. Not bad, not bad. But overall, I would say don't go to the movies in the theater if you don't have to. You can stream it at home. This is not a movie you need to see in the theater. This is a movie that you stream at home. And don't bootleg it. Pay them people and watch the movie. Anyway, short review. Him, Justin Tipping, Marlon Wayans, Tariq Withers. Happy Sunday. Stay hydrated. Be nice to each other. And I'm going to enjoy some videotapes and go play some Monopoly.